All right, welcome everybody. I'm excited to get some words down on the page. We've got Hank in the writing sprint and probably lurking about the comments. Just for a quick rundown of how today's going to go, in about 5 minutes, we're going to start a 20-minute writing sprint. If you want to join, there's a link in the description for word sprints where you can join, and then it'll keep track of all the words that we are writing together. And then we'll have a 5-minute break, and then I will post in the comments another link for a 15-minute sprint, and then then we'll go from there. Hi, Chris, all the way from London. Excited that you're here. Here, I will put up. So in the description, if you're on Twitter or Instagram, I think you don't get the description, so you can join us on YouTube. Or you can just, I'll have this up for us so we can see the timer, and I'll call it when we're done, and we'll go from there. So Doug is ready to write. Yeah, Chris, you're going to write directly in Dabble. Totally support that. That way you don't have to copy and paste. But if anyone wants to join the word sprint, you can join with the link in the description on YouTube and I think on Facebook. And but you're also just encouraged to write wherever you are writing a story. So yeah, I'm excited. I was on vacation last week, so I couldn't be a part of the writing sprint. But I'm sure that Hank and Doug were up to their usual shenanigans, anyways, and made it a fun time. So. What stories are we writing in for today? Hank says he wrote more than Doug, and that's all that matters. And yeah, I support that. I'll probably be the slowest of the group, honestly. Doug asked what I'm going to be writing today. While I was on vacation, had like this weird story pop into my head just about a character like trying to sneak into a city, and so I think I'm going to write that. So. Hank and Doug are once again up to shenanigans in the comments, so can't take these guys anywhere. All right, we're going to be starting soon. We've got 3 participants here, so we'll see here the group word count and what our average is, and that'll be fun. Hank or Doug or Chris, any of you want to share what you're writing in this last minute and 15 seconds before we get started? I'm just trying to break up Hank and Doug from fighting in the comments, honestly. That's all. Chris is still in the midpoint. Doug is going to wing it. A 200-page midpoint. Yeah, the muddy middle always gets me on my stories. I always feel like it goes on forever. But it's worth it. It's worth getting through, even though it can be a slog at times. Hank is continuing his magical realism story that he started a couple weeks ago. Awesome. All right. Well, everybody, warm up those fingers because we are sprinting for 20 minutes. So it'll be exciting. Also, today is the day there's like hours outside and babysitting. Here in the background, what's going on? Good luck, everybody. All right. There we are. All right, I got 702 words, which means I'm below average. I'm assuming this is Hank and Doug, so they can begin their gloating in the comments if they would like. But yeah, that was really fun. I made a lot of progress on this, and the hardest part that slowed me down is I made up a lot of proper nouns and had to like keep remembering what are these random proper nouns that I created. Hank got 863. Very impressive. Chris, 603. Yeah, 750 for Doug. So, yeah, great job, Chris. I hope you're able to make some progress and that was productive for you. I'm going to send the link to the next word sprint in the chat. So if you'd like to join in, then it will be there. Again, it's only on YouTube and Facebook that you'll see the chat. So if you want to join, you can join there. Yeah. It's not only 702 words for me either. All progress is good progress. So, okay, we've got another sprint here starting soon. So, if you'd like to join the next one, you can click on the link in the comments that I just added there. And yeah, I'm excited. I think I'm actually going to copy this over and paste that in. And so that way I can keep making progress on this. But this sprint will be 15 minutes, so a bit more condensed. But yeah, I'm excited. This story, like just the start of this story and this character and kind of the voice that I wanted to use here, had me really excited to write and just get this on the page. So. Almost bailed on today's sprint. Doug almost bailed on today's sprint. No coffee this morning means a slow afternoon brain. Yeah, that's fair. Chris usually has 3 coffees a day. Also respectable. You know, you gotta. Yeah, well, Doug said, don't forget to subtract that written amount from our total, Robert. And word sprints already does that. This isn't my total word count, but this is the word count for the sprint. So our group word count, all this is accurate. I'm not trying to just cheat, Doug. Jeez. If I'm going to win or lose, I'm going to do it fair and square. Not that it's a competition. I guess Doug, Hank, and I are just competitive souls at our cores. So. Doug is amazed by the features of word sprints. Yeah, once we're done with this sprint, then we'll have kind of just a little chat to wrap things up, see how things went, and yeah, we'll go from there. But I'm excited. I'm really having fun with this story. So kind of the premise is that this guy is trying to pretend that he's not a magical being that's never like felt sickness or been wounded or like, I don't know, just different things like that. They don't get tired the same way. So he's trying to blend in as a normal person. And it's kind of a silly premise and it's really fun to write. So. Yeah. And then earlier, where was it? James Benson from Facebook said that he loves our streams, and we love that you love it. Our streams are a good time. Usually, you know, like I said, usually it's just us getting up to shenanigans and talking about writing, or just writing words down in a word sprint. And so we also love them and have a good time with them. So. All right. Here we go again. All right. There we are. There we have it, folks. So for this sprint, I got 467 words. Our average was 541. I suspect that is probably Hank flexing on us again. But we got 1624 for the group word count. How did that go for you, Chris? 590 from Hank. Crazy. 567 from Doug. Doug is disappointed because he has less. But he got 100 words more than I did, Doug. So if that's any consolation prize. Celeste says it's their first time here and they're curious about what's happening. Yeah, this is just a word sprint. So we just kind of we started with a 20-minute word sprint, and then we took a 5-minute break, and then a 15-minute word sprint. And so it's just an opportunity to come together and give ourselves an excuse to write. And so, for example, for today, I got in 1,168 words. And so you can join the links that are in the description or in the chat to join a word sprint. You can also start your own word sprint on wordsprints.org. It's a free tool that's provided by Dabble. And so you can host your own word sprints. But it's just a way for us to kind of come together and enjoy writing. So Chris got 318 words, which is awesome. But emphasizes only. But yeah, I got into a dialogue bit, and dialogue always slows me down on my writing pace. I like writing dialogue, but I always try and get the quotes right, and then I never do, and then it frustrates me. So yeah. Celeste says, this is so communal. I love it. I don't have Dabble yet. Well, that's what's great about this event is you can join in and just write in whatever tool you want to write in. So if you've got Microsoft Word or Google Docs or wherever, that's totally fine too. It's just an opportunity for us to get together and write. So Chris overall wrote 1,500 words today. So that's big progress for sure. Yeah. Yeah, Celeste, obviously we are fans of Dabble and we recommend using Dabble, but what we really care about is that writers get their words down on the page. So yeah, lots of love for Dabble. So thanks everyone for tuning in, and I'm glad we were able to make some progress together. For those who this might be your first writing sprint event, we do this every Wednesday. And if you want to get notified, then you can sign up for our newsletter, or you can also just sign up for a Dabble trial, and then you'll get emails that way. Or you can just subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that will inform you when we're going live, different things like that. So we recommend that you do that. But yeah. Thanks so much for joining us, and I hope you had a great time. And yeah, thanks for writing with me.